Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's Isaiah Chua, and you're watching episode 2 of Talk It Out, a series where I talk about random topics that I think are interesting, and I hope that you think are interesting too. You can either watch or listen to this video because I don't put any graphics on here except for like random text at the bottom of the videos. Anyways, this video is it's all about one very important topic that really resonates with me. And so yeah, I'm just gonna make this intro short because I know how long my intros can be. So let's just get into it. So a few days ago, something that has been the cornerstone of my childhood disappeared from Netflix. Voltron Legendary Defenders. My favorite childhood show is somewhat gone. To some, it might just be a TV show, but to me, it's so much more. It shaped who I am today. It's a story that stayed with me, not just in my mind, but in my heart. So today, I wanted to talk about how TV shows, especially the ones we grew up with, can have such a profound impact on us. I wanted to share how Voltron shaped me, inspired me, and taught me lessons that will stay with me forever. For me, the Voltron team wasn't just saving the galaxy. They were teaching me about bravery, teamwork, and even vulnerability. Every time I saw any of the main characters, I saw a part of myself in them. My fears, my dreams, my struggles. It's because Voltron isn't just a story about people saving the galaxy. It's a story about learning who you are, finding your people, and standing up for what's right. Each character in the Voltron team spoke to a different part of me. For example, Keith's search for belonging mirrored my own questions about identity. Shiro showed me what it meant to be a leader, even in the face of impossible odds. And Lance, well, he reminded me that it's okay to laugh at yourself, even when things are tough. This video is going to have 4 segments: the emotional connection, the power of representation, why TV shows shape us, and never goodbye, only see you later. And then obviously the closing remarks. So let's go ahead and get to segment 1. Let's start with why childhood shows feel so important. When we're kids, we don't just watch TV shows, we live them. The characters feel real, their struggles feel personal, and their victories feel like our own. They aren't just fictional, they become friends, mentors, and mirrors of who we are. Stories aren't just entertainment. They're a way of understanding the world. They teach us about ourselves, about others, and about what's possible. I think that's why the shows we watch as kids hit us so deeply. Not just because we feel a sense of nostalgia when we see them again after years, but also because they become a part of us in ways that even books or movies sometimes don't. As I grew older, I realized I wasn't just seeing the characters. I was seeing myself in their struggle and growth. And I think that's what makes childhood shows so special. They reflect our dreams, our fears, and sometimes even our pain in ways we may not fully understand until years later. Voltron is a story about bravery, friendship, identity, and finding your place in the universe. I grew up watching the Paladins when I was 7 years old, and the Paladins learned to trust one another, work as a team, and overcome impossible odds. Their journey felt like my journey, and their victories felt like mine too. Voltron gave me hope, especially during moments when I felt unsure of myself or the world around me. Seeing the Paladins push through their fears and insecurities inspired me to face my own. Now, if you think about it, when we're kids, we're like sponges. We're soaking up everything around us. The stories we watch, the characters we meet, and the adventures we follow. These things shape how we see the world and ourselves. TV shows aren't just background noise for kids. They're a gateway to understanding things we're still figuring out. Voltron wasn't just about spaceships and battles. It was about friendship, loyalty, and overcoming fears. But I think it's really funny how all of these moments stick with you. Because even now, the series has ended years ago. But as I reflect on this series, I can see how the lessons I learned from Voltron became part of who I am today as a 15-year-old teenager. The connection I feel to the characters and their struggles was so personal, and it's something that I'll carry with me forever. That's why childhood shows matter. They aren't just entertainment. They're a part of the foundation we build our identity on. They show us who we want to be, what we care about, and how we navigate the world. And for me, Voltron was a huge piece of that foundation. Now that you've learned the emotional connection that I hold with Voltron, let's go on to segment 2, the power of representation. Segment 2, the power of representation. You know, Voltron is amazing. It inspired me in so many ways. But it wasn't just inspiring because of the action or the storyline. It was inspiring because of its characters. Keith and Pidge, in particular, meant so much to me. Pidge was everything I aspired to be. Brilliant, resourceful, and fiercely loyal. When she disguised herself as a boy to even attend the Garrison Academy, it wasn't out of shame or fear. It was out of determination. She wanted to find her family, and she was willing to break barriers to do it. Pidge also showed me that it's okay to challenge expectations. People often underestimated her because of her size and age. But she used her intelligence to prove them wrong every time. She taught me that being underestimated isn't a weakness. It's an opportunity to show the world what you're capable of. And then there's Keith. While being super handsome, Keith's story is so powerful. because it's about self-discovery and belonging. I mean, he had his own story arc separate from the Voltron team, and I thought that was amazing. As a half Galrat, he often felt like he didn't fit in, like he didn't truly belong anywhere. There were so many foreshadowing events in season 1 that were so prominent, but they were such small details, but in the end they contributed to how he felt and him being half Galra, and how he realized he wasn't like the others. But Keith's feelings of not fitting in and feeling as if he didn't belong anywhere, that's an emotion that I've struggled with too. Trying to balance different parts of my identity and wondering where I truly fit in. Watching Keith's journey was like watching my own struggles play out on screen. But he taught me that it's okay to not have all the answers right away. What matters is staying true to yourself and embracing every part of who you are, even the parts that feel complicated or messy. His story reminded me that your differences don't make you less. They in fact make you more. Between Pidge's determination and Keith's resilience, they gave me two very different, yet equally inspiring examples of strength. Pidge showed me the power of intellect and loyalty, while Keith taught me the courage it takes to accept yourself. After all, they weren't just characters. They were role models who helped shape the person I am today. Now that you know the power of representation that was portrayed in Voltron Legendary Defenders, and how two of my most favorite characters impacted me and what they taught me, we're going to move on to segment 3. Why TV shows shape us. And honestly, how? What segment are we on? All right, segment 3. Why, how, and what have I learned from TV shows? And how do TV shows shape us? Okay, now I had a whole segment just talking about Keith and Pidge and what I learned from them. But it's not just Pidge and Keith. Voltron as a whole had a way of weaving powerful lessons into its storytelling. One of the biggest themes that is showed in the first couple of episodes was teamwork. The Paladins couldn't save the galaxy alone. It was only when they worked together that they could form Voltron and achieve the impossible. It wasn't just about action or adventure. There were deeper messages woven into every single episode. Each paladin had their strengths and weaknesses, but it was only by working together, despite their differences, that they could achieve their goals. And that message honestly stuck with me, especially as someone who values collaboration and community. It taught me that no matter how strong or capable you are on your own, there's a unique power that comes from standing together with others. But then again, it wasn't just about teamwork. It was also about resilience, about never giving up, even when the odds were stacked against you. Time and time again, the paladins faced moments where it seems like they couldn't possibly win against the Golora. But they always found a way to keep going. That's a lesson that's been so important in my own life. When things got tough, I think back to those moments and remind myself that resilience doesn't mean never struggling. It means continuing to fight, even when it seems impossible. And obviously, there's leadership. Watching Shiro navigate the pressures of being the leader of Voltron was eye-opening. He very much so was not perfect at all. He doubted himself. He made mistakes. And he carried so much weight on his shoulders. But he never let that stop him from doing what was right. He showed me that leadership isn't just about being flawless. It's about being willing to take responsibility, make tough decisions, and lean on the people around you when you need to. There are obviously more than the themes of teamwork, resilience, and leadership. But the themes that the creators of Voltron Legendary Defenders had and put into the show aren't just abstract ideas. They're lessons that became part of who I am. And I know that is what makes childhood shows, again, so special. They shape the way we think, the way we act, and the way we see the world in ways that stay with us for a lifetime. Now, we're moving on to segment 4. Never goodbye. Only see you later. Look at me. I am tearing up. Segment 4. Never goodbye. Only see you later. You know, losing Voltron from Netflix feels like losing a piece of my childhood. I mean, it's hard to say goodbye to something that's been such a big part of your life. But I know it's not really gone. The memories, the lessons, the characters, they're all still with me. Voltron taught me so much about who I am and who I want to be. It gave me courage when I needed it, comfort when I felt lost, and inspiration to keep going, even when things were hard. We all have that one story, that one show that made us who we are. You know, whether it's Voltron or another childhood show, they remind us of where we've been, who we were, who we are, and they help guide us to where we're going. After all, the best stories never truly leave. Going back to the beginning, I don't think I know that's what makes childhood shows so powerful and impactful and important to us. They don't just entertain us, they become a part of us. They shape our values, our dreams, and even the way we see the world. For me, Voltron will always be more than just a show. It's a story that taught me how to be brave, how to believe in myself, and how to find strength in others. And I hope that one day I'll be just as caring as Hunk. Lead with honor like Shiro. Spread laughter like Lance. Be as joyous and loyal like Ran. Smart as Pidge. Brave like Keith. And as gentle as Alora. Even though it hurts to say, see you later. I'm grateful for everything Voltron gave me. And I know I'm not alone. We all have that one story, that one show that changed us. What's yours? What a bittersweet ending. For my closing remarks, I just wanted to say thank you so much for listening to my story. I hope that this video inspires you to reflect on the shows that shaped your life. Again, what's one show that changed everything for you? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. If this video resonated with you, give it a like. Share it with someone who loves Voltron or another special show. And subscribe for more talk it outs and reflections like this. I'd like to end this video with two of my favorite quotes. Patience yields focus, and if you get too worried about what could go wrong, you might miss the chance to do something great. Let's celebrate the stories that made us who we are. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.